I took a couple days and we made a profile that I think Mariah is gonna connect with. Are you guys ready to meet this entirely fake person that we've created out of nothing?
Kobe Person's The Dangers of Social Media Pranks are bad enough as they are. The last thing we need is for TLC to copy him. But here's the thing. Kobe Person said that it takes 2 seconds to make a fake profile. But this guy is saying that it takes a few days. So, how long does it take?
Right.
Lisa, Mark, I want you guys to meet Mason Williams. He's Mariah's age. He dresses very kind of trendy, very with it, fresh cut swags.
A scarf, a white t-shirt, a blue t-shirt, sunglasses that look like they came from Dollar Tree. Yeah, very trendy, very with it.
He's a cool kid.
Those are my hobbies too. Am I a cool kid?
No.
Was I ever a cool kid?
No.
He's into nature just like Mariah is. He also is a photographer. And this is all part of the ploy too, so that when we reach out to her, we can be like, hey, do you want to actually have your picture taken? Because I do photography. And then she can go through and see this and be like, oh my gosh, I definitely want my photo taken. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you guys navigate this. What do you guys think we should say to Mariah?
What's up or something like that.
That's good. What's up?
Yeah, what's
Something
up?
like a guy would say, you know.
Type it in. Go for it.
You
Yeah.
can type it.
Now this guy's being smart. He's letting the mom do the typing so that way he won't be liable when the girl sues him. The #1 rule for conducting unethical social experiments is to have somebody else do your dirty work.
Okay, click send. Boom. Now we have made contact and we'll know if she'll be willing to talk to us privately. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, she's already responded.
What do you guys want to say next?
What are your plans for today?
Go for it. That's a good one because you're like making it about today and about the other person.
So what if it's about today and about the other person? Why does that matter?
She said parents kicked me out of the house for some alone time. Haha, so I'm stuck babysitting my brother and sister.
Oh, that's nice. Now he knows that she's got a brother and sister.
And that she's away from her parents.
He not only knows that she's alone, but that my other 2 children are alone too, including my 7-year-old daughter.
What's Mason doing today?
I was thinking about hitting up the beach.
Great. Mark, you want to say hitting up the beach?
Okay, here we go.
We could find a photo of a beach and send it to her to kind of drive the point home. So this is a trick that actual predators use to look real.
Why does this guy know so much about what actual predators do to look real? I'm surprised the parents aren't a little concerned right now.
What I'm gonna do now is quickly edit this photo in the tablet. So I'm gonna take this down, we're gonna get rid of this other account, and I'm gonna click done. So now it's just a photo. There's no way to prove that I didn't take that photo.
Except that, the dimensions of that picture don't match the dimensions of a phone picture. But hey, no way to prove he didn't take that photo.
So it really looks real. That's scary.
It's incredible how many tools are there for these predators to create the perfect world to lure their victims in.
Let's see if she responds to that one.
Oh,
Wow.
oh God.
Yikes.
And a happy face.
That's not just a happy face, that's a happy face with hearts in the eyes.
Why does that even matter? You would think they would be more concerned with the fact that she's taking bait from a child predator. I mean, who cares that the happy face has hearts in the eyes? Who cares?
That's not good.
How does it make you feel?
Nervous? Because she's jumping in on it fast.
Just nervous. Yeah. Oh, she's saying goodbye, it looks like. It's TTYL stand for.
Talk to you later.
Ah, it looks like.
Great job, guys.
Learning good things and bad things here.
I don't know if it's good or not.
The only good things he could possibly be referring to is the amount of money he's getting paid for doing this.
We are 45 minutes out. Mariah should be arriving shortly. I told her to come here to this gazebo in the middle of this park to have some photos taken. And we didn't just choose this park randomly. It's actually in walking distance to where she lives, which is something a predator might actually do.
I'm getting scared. This dude knows way too much about what a real predator might do. But luckily he's only a fake predator. Or is he?
At first glance, this place seems totally normal, but there are actually cameras everywhere.
Yeah, no kidding. There's more cameras at that park than there are children.
After the gazebo, I'm going to be asking Mariah if she wants to get inside the van. What I'm going to do is say that Mason's just down the street and we're going to go meet up with him. Hopefully she doesn't, but we'll see. Mariah? Hi, how's it going? How are you? Hey, I'm Elliot, by the way, sorry. I'm a friend of Mason's. So Mason was here earlier, but...
I thought you were smarter than this.
I'm sure everyone watching this video is thinking the exact same thing about those parents.
He basically said the lighting is way too bright out here for his photography. So he just went down the street a second ago to try to find like a better location.
Oh my God.
But he wanted me to hang out here because he didn't want to waste any time. Do you want to go see him right now?
Oh, please don't go. Please don't go.
Sure.
Okay, great.
No, don't go for it.
Oh my God.
But it's right in this area over here. He was like, just hang out, wait for her because I want to make sure, it works out.
I mean, she's a smart girl.
No need to point that out. I'm sure the audience knows very well how smart she is by the fact that she's walking away with a complete stranger.
It's kind of like 3 or 4 blocks over.
Oh my God, Mariah.
It's kind of hot to walk. If you want, we can just hop in here. It'll take 2 seconds. This is where all the equipment is anyway. If you want to hop in here, I know it's kind of like a giant. It's actually really nice and new. And
Is he trying to get her to get into the van, or is he trying to sell her the van? Because he's all like, it's so big, it's so nice, it's so new.
we should be able to get there in I think it's probably like a 3-minute drive, if that works for you.
How is this girl not catching on? First he said it would take a few seconds. Now he's saying it'll take 3 minutes.
It'll take 2 seconds. I think it's probably like a 3-minute drive. It'll take 2 seconds. I think it's probably like a 3-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
Mariah,
Mariah! What the hell are you doing?
what are you doing?
What are you doing? You realize you just walked into like a death
What are you
trap?
doing?
No.
What are you thinking? How could you do something this dumb?
No.
You promised me you would never do this again.
What? She promised to never do this again? You mean this has happened before? Is this like what these parents do for a living? Catfish their own children for a TV show? That would be embarrassing when you're talking to somebody and they ask, what do you do? And you have to be like, oh, my wife and I, we catfish our daughter for this show on TLC.
I just thought that because it was at a public park, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, because predators are only predators everywhere except public parks. Makes perfect sense. So for all of you who are watching this, if you ever think you're being stalked, go to a public park. You'll be safe.
You were gonna walk in the van. What do you mean?
Mariah, you lied to me.
Says the one who's been lying to her for the past several days.
Sorry.
Guys, why don't we sit over in the gazebo and talk a little bit away from this? Does that sound good? Here.
We have got to figure this out.
Over there.
And we're gonna start by making changes. Lots of changes.
You know your life is officially screwed up when your parents start talking about making changes.
So obviously Mason isn't real. Your parents and I actually created him.
So did they create the profile, or did they create him?
Your parents and I actually created him.
He didn't mention the profile, so I think we all know the answer to that.
The whole idea of this is to show that while you might think you have total control over what you're doing, in reality you don't know who's going to be waiting for you on the other end of that cell phone.
I wonder what that dude was thinking when he saw a bunch of guys with high-tech cameras filming a conversation.
Why would you do this, though? What's the reasoning?
I don't know. I just thought he wasn't asking me to go to his house. It was to take pictures.
I just don't get this. There are a lot of creeps out there. You get it?
That's true. There are a lot of creeps out there. Which include, but are not limited to,
want to keep you safe and sound. You're a beautiful girl. You know, there's a lot of creepy guys that will prey on you.
Such as your own father.
We did all this to kind of show how a predator would do it these days. They have all the time in the world to create these profiles.
You see, Mariah, these predators, they have all the time in the world to make these profiles because just like your parents, they can't get a real job.
And then reach out and then integrate themselves so that you're like, oh, Mason seems totally cool. And then it's like, oh, Mason's down the street or Mason's whatever. And it's just, they're super intelligent and they're super predatory. Also, anybody could look at your photos and realize that you are into photography and that you're into all those things and then use that to their advantage.
Yeah, I get that now.
Okay, I get that now. So they put her through all this humiliation and trauma when all they had to do was explain to never trust strangers online. That was all they had to do. Notice that they didn't even blur out her face, which is disgraceful because there's a good chance all of her friends saw this. I can just imagine how hard it would be going to school and all everyone talks about is that video where Mariah gets catfished by her parents. That would be embarrassing. This girl is scarred for life. And for what? So her parents could get a little cash on the side. Nice. Great parenting, guys. Keep up the good work.